Alright, hey guys, welcome to Sozo Kidz Nursery 101. Whether you're jumping in as part of our parent co-op or a new volunteer or someone just trying it out just to see what it's about, this training short is meant to help you kind of get acclimated and get a feel for what our class looks like, what age groups we're serving, and just some basic questions that you might have starting out. I will meet with you Sunday for just a few minutes beforehand, but Sundays do tend to get busy, so going through a full training tutorial isn't always super possible, so that's what this training short is for, to get you jump started as you get ready to step in. Next step, like I said, I will meet with you for a few minutes on Sunday, but I will also be working on intentionally pairing you with a really strong lead and a volunteer, so that you're not the only person in there, but so you get an idea of what the flow looks like and how other volunteers work with our kiddos. So that's kind of what you can expect moving forward as we're working on training you and getting you involved. And I'm always available for questions. But so Nursery 101, I hope you guys are excited to jump in. These are our youngest kiddos. We're serving ages 1 to 35 months in the nursery, so just under 3. At 3 years old, we move them up to our preschool class across the hall. But I hope you're excited to jump in with these guys. If you're not excited yet, we will get you there, because I am excited about kids ministry. I love kids, and I'm a little bit biased, but I do think it's the best ministry in the church to be involved with. So hopefully you will feel the same way shortly after jumping in. But yes, so we're ministering to our littlest age group. And yes, I did say minister. There is a time and a place for childcare, but Sunday mornings is not that. We are ministering to kids. We're using a Bible-based curriculum for these little ones. They're learning songs. Most of the curriculum is music-based and prop-based, so that kids have something tangible to hold and connect with their songs. And then their songs are teaching them just little fundamentals about the Bible being God's special book, God loving us, and praising Him. Okay, so it's really basic, really foundational, but it's working. I have seen it personally with my own little guy. He'll come home and he'll sing the songs. He has associated his Bible with being at church and all of those things, so it's really making an impact, and it's an exciting thing to be a part of. So that is what kind of our classroom looks like. And let's see, just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Gave you guys the age groups. Yeah, so this is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and take you guys on a quick tour with me through the nursery, and then kind of show you where some of the curriculum is stored as well. And we'll make that super fast to super short, so bear with me. Don't get seasick, sorry. All right, so this is our nursery class. We do tend to keep this door open for the first few minutes of service while check-in is going. Check-in is from 8:45 to 9:15 or 10:45 to 11:15. We just want to keep the nursery open and visible so that parents coming in feel comfortable leaving their kiddos. So this is our nursery space. Everything you see out here is usable for our kiddos. Okay. Just a quick walkthrough. I'll go into some details about some pieces here momentarily. So this stuff will be removed. This is where our preschool kiddos, it's kind of a staging area. Our preschool class comes and grabs their material from here. This is the nursery curriculum. So for those of you support staff, this is going to be important to know. So these are the materials that you'll use on Sunday mornings with the kiddos. We've also got our Bible that we use, and then our piggy bank. We're still working on getting our kiddos acclimated to this, but as they put their offering in, the puppy will eat their offering. It's very cute. We've got our age-appropriate toys here. That back closet is just extra storage space. We do not have it open for use on Sundays right now, but we will be working on cleaning that up a little bit in the near future. And then this window here contains all of our curriculum resources. Okay, these are the big posters, include the songs that we sing, and we typically have pretty much the same songs that we use, but there's other songs that we're not using on there that, as people are feeling comfortable and want to step in and lead, we can add more songs to our list here. And then this kind of gives you a general overview of the service. We pretty much try to keep our kids' service, all of our kids' services similar to what's going on in the main sanctuary, just a little more kid appropriate. So playtime at the beginning, playtime at the end, our Bible story, snack time, extra playtime, all that good stuff. So this has a teacher page with our heart print, which is our big idea, our Bible truth, which will also be on posters around the room, and then a prayer emphasis as well. Okay, so there's different things through that. And then again, there's all of the posters that you see here have printable copies as well. So that's something that we pull down and teachers can use during our lesson time. Okay, let's jump over here. We do have our counter space and changing space. Right now we are not changing diapers in the nursery. We will adjust that protocol as we are able, but right now if kids have wet diapers, we just leave them through the service. If there's a dirty diaper, you can reference the phone number on parents' tag and then shoot them a text or a call, say, hey, you've got a dirty diaper, can you come and change? So under the cupboards, we're not using a ton of the storage space. We do have a garbage can here. These last few cupboards are empty except for this. This is our lesson mat that kids are very used to. Once we pull this out, we lay it on the floor and pull out our curriculum over there, as I showed you before. Lay that out, and then kids are very used to, oh, it's time to come and sit down and do our lesson. If you bring in a purse or a bag or something, feel free to stick it under here as well. Most kiddos don't get into that. So let's see, what else do we need to know? Yeah, so pretty much that's it. In the classroom, again, so lesson time, kids sit on the mat, they do the lesson. You'll have a lead kind of go through that with you, things like that. And then the kids stay on the mat for snack time. That's kind of one of the support areas that you can help with, is making sure kiddos get on the mat. It's a little bit harder for first-time visitors or some of our younger kiddos. They do have a little bit of a harder time adapting and doing that. We never want to force a kid to do something, but we do highly encourage and at least try to get them to sit down. So that's an area of support, is just sitting on the floor with the kiddos, making sure everyone comes over, getting snacks, things like that, and then cleaning toys before and after service, all of that good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and step out in again, just right outside the classroom. I mentioned this in a different tutorial, but snacks are under here. A lot of times we will use graham crackers or Ritz crackers for our kiddos, applesauce for the nursery kids. They can have whatever you feel comfortable giving them, but those are just some of our common snacks. And then right here in this drawer, we have our nursery curriculum. Back there, we have hard copies, master copies of things. And then in here is our monthly take-home pages. And then these guys. So these are cuddle books. These are a newer thing that we're trying to send all of our littles home with, so that parents can intentionally do a little bit of just discipleship and Bible time with their kiddos at home. Okay, they're super simple. They've got about 3 or 4 stories in them. They go with our material for the quarter. This one says, I Can Obey God. And it's just super short bedtime story with just different examples of Christian living in them. And then in each of these, so we hand these out at the beginning of the quarter. So for this particular quarter, we are just now into March. So March 6th, we'll hand these out. 13th, we'll hand these out to families who didn't get them. We are only handing out 1 copy per kiddo. And if they lose it, we just kind of have to wait and see if we have extras later. If we get a first-time visitor, we can always send an extra copy home with them as well, because we do want to send them home with something in hand. So, and looking at these, this one is for February. But for each month of the year, we have a page for parents that mimics that classroom page for teachers that we have inside. So it's got our Bible truth, it's got our heart print, and so we want to try to be sending these home a couple of times a month. I would recommend either the first 2 Sundays or like the 2nd and 4th Sunday. But if you're in here and you remember that, hey, there's parent pages, make sure you take these home and just remind parents, like, hey, this has our big idea for the month, and just point that out to them. Again, that's our heart print. So there's that for each month of the year, and then that just slides right in here. those are just some little things to remember. Again, ways that you can support as a volunteer, as a staff member. You can support your lead by standing at the door, collecting kiddos, greeting families, saying, hey, how are you doing? Welcome to church today. Collect kiddos over the fence so that some of your little escapees don't try to get out. That does happen. It includes mine. And then just connecting with those parents on that personal level. Same thing at checkout. Just saying, hey, like, I hope you enjoyed service. Hey, here's your cuddle book for the day. Again, when you go to check kiddos out, make sure that you ask for their parent tag. It will match what little Jimmy has on his back, and these are auto-generated differently every week, so they won't be able to use the same one back to back. But make sure you're collecting those, checking tags. Some parents might need their tag to go and pick up another kiddo in a different classroom, but just make sure you're checking that diligently, because we never want to send a kiddo home with the wrong parent or just assume like, hey, I remember you, because I've definitely had those moments in different areas where I didn't fully remember the parent because I saw so many parents coming in and out, and I just wasn't 100% confident that, hey, I do remember you dropping off this kiddo. So I asked them if they could wait, and then wait until the other parent comes. So just little things like that, just help and support that way. Again, after class, we're going to do classroom cleanup, wipe or spray everything down that kiddos touched, especially our lesson materials, things like that. And then yeah, just make sure all kiddos are checked out before you head out. I think that's everything. I hope this training tutorial was helpful. For anything else you need, feel free to shoot me a text or email me. I am available to answer your questions, but this was just a jump start to get you going, and thank you for joining us on this journey to reach kids with the gospel of Jesus.